Third day at Ambrosetti, what are your impressions so far?
I don't want to sound negative, but my impression is actually nothing changed. I would say that I've been coming to Ambrosetti for a long period of time, and if I compare what we were talking about last year or the year before and what we are talking this year, there is a considerable amount of talking, and it feels like nothing is moving. We are talking about reforms in Europe, same reforms that we were talking about a few years ago. We are talking about reforms in Italy, same reforms we were talking about a few years ago. So really my feeling is while the panel of participants is impressive from the point of view of quality and characteristics of the people that are coming, unfortunately the issues are still there and nothing has happened.
So what needs to happen?
Something. I would say that we need action. We need execution. If this whole system, Europe, Italy, would be a private enterprise, we would all be fired at this point because nothing has happened. It is important to start executing, it's important to implement the reforms. I give support to the Renzi government as far as his desire and hopefully capability to implement reforms in Italy. And I give credibility to the new Juncker Commission as far as same thing is concerned, as far as the possibility and the capability to do reforms.
What I've heard so far, talking about Renzi, is that he would like to do, but he can't do because of the political system and the way he has a lack of backing.
I think he has probably difficulties within the political system, but he has a great support from the people. And I think that as long as he can keep that one, he has a chance to be successful. But of course, all the more conservative parts of the political system are ready to shoot him at the first mistake.
With regards to GE Europe, the environment, the economic environment is tough. We're talking about deflation. We do have the ECB buying time for the individual countries. Can you map out a little bit where you see strength despite an overall weakness in Europe?
I think that General Electric speaks by itself with the actions, because we are in the process of completing the Alstom acquisition. It is by far the largest acquisition that the company has ever made in its 137 years history, and it is a European acquisition. So I think that we put our money where the mouth is, basically, and we are implementing those actions and reforms that are necessary in order to get Europe going. Europe is strong for technology. Europe is probably the cradle of most of the technologies that there are today in the world. Let's leave aside the digital technology, which has been kidnapped by the Americans, but let's talk about technology as far as hardware, machining, and so on. It's Europe. It is our wealth. It is our knowledge, and that's where we are investing as General Electric.